Bueno, seguimos en The Witcher 2. Pasa Zoltán. Nunca voy a encontrar al enano este, le tengo que buscar. Nunca lo encontraré. Nunca.
Oh. Huh?
¿Ah? Ah, mira, el lucerazo este.
You were right. The rebels show no thirst for blood. That's not good. They disarmed us and merely demanded our word that we'd make no attempt to
Tomaron mis
flee.
armas, pero las
That's
tienen.
not good.
It's unfortunate, yes. For Henselt is bloodthirsty and he's coming here.
I've heard a lot about the Dun Banner
Pero si ya lo
recently.
tengo.
Aye, Kidwenny Light Cavalry. I met them at Brenna. They joined our relief party. But that's the distant past.
Pero si ya lo
I
tengo.
believe they were cut down to the last man 3 years ago at
Geraldo, ya
Bergen.
lo tengo.
You mentioned earlier that you were looking for a witcher with a snake medallion.
Yes, on Sheila de Tanzerville's orders. As I said, the order was curt and specific. Kill him and anyone you find with him. No discussion, no investigation. Guesswork or judgment. Oh, a witcher.
Ahora está un nivel más para abajo. O sea, vale, puede estar en la posada, pero en las habitaciones. Me cago en mi puta vida. Igual es eso.
That witcher, who's he? He travels the land, killing monsters for the queen. Who's he got
Míralo, me cago en su muela.
Who's this, my failing eyes spy?
Did you fight at Brenna?
Oh, fuck. I knows you've got amnesia, but you could have remembered that.
What?
Ah, it was a beautiful day. On one side,
64,000
640,000 black ones. On the other, us, the Nordlings together. The Redanians led by De Ruyter on the left, the Temerian regiments in the middle, and us on the right. The Mahakam Volunteer Army, all dwarfs. Even the likes of Cohor must have shit his britches at the sight of us.
He hardly lacked courage, as I heard it.
A right brave bastard, that's true. Prefer to die than run like a rat. I don't believe I've ever seen a bigger melee, except maybe 3 years ago here at Bergen. Would have managed that day too, even without the magic. That burning shit that fell from the sky. Why, even the Dun Banner knelt before us when we brought our battle axes down.
Some say not one of the Dun Banner survived. Any truth to that?
Biggerhorn nabbed the survivors as they fled south. But most men of the Banner lie in the catacombs, along with their standard. The Dun Banner. What the hell kind of name is that for a unit anyway? It's as if they couldn't get their fucking flag clean.
Zoltan claims you can arm wrestle like no one else.
He's right. Did he tell you I beat him?
Omitted that bit somehow.
Oh, fart.
Want to wrestle me?
I'm ready for your challenge always. So?
So?
Show me what you got.
You know, I look at that witcher and see something unusual. He's one who can change the
Puso facilongos.
sets me teeth on edge. Listen, Scale and Burden beat all our old company, and it gets bragging about it right and left. Someone needs to knock him down a peg. Make it worth your while.
I'll see what I can do.
Vale, pues a por el siguiente. Derrota a Skaren Burdon en un pulso. ¿Y dónde está Skaren Burdon? Si me lo puede decir aquí. Vale, aquí están Jaske y Soltan.
Slug it between the eyes.
Another one. You let one human in and in no time you've got a swarm. Ants there. I heard human women need only sit astride a man's pants.
Darling.
Bellies to move up.
Orden.
Hey, Kel, what's up?
Ah, vale, Skaren creo que era el capitán este de la guardia o lo que sea. A todo esto, ¿dónde cojones estará? Vamos a meditar hasta la mañana. O hasta el mediodía.
Greetings.
Skaren Burdon. ¿Dónde estás, amigo? ¿Estás aquí vigilando algo? No.
Geralt, right? My
Tronco
uncle's
que te
told me a
tapa.
lot about you. Nice work with those spectres. And Saskia!
Con un
Well, I
troncazo
wager
ahí
the gods
tapándole.
didn't think you could save her.
Your uncle?
Cecil! I help him out here and there managing Vergen. Scaling burdens, my name.
Nice to meet you. The mine's safe again. Any plans to do something with it?
Course! Soon as the battle's done, we'll resume digging. Shame
Qué
to
rico
let
el
those rich
yacimiento.
deposits go to waste. My uncle says they'll put Vergen right back on its feet. Zoltan's talking about a shared enterprise or some such. He's to manage operations with my uncle as general overseer.
Soltan está en
We
todo.
just got to save the town first.
I'm looking for places near Vergen where magic would be strong. Somewhere a sorcerer might have stayed.
Let me think. Verfrin, a summoner of elementals, once lived in the wood beyond Vergen. They say his creatures
Yeah,
excavated
yeah,
the
hemos
entire
estado.
southern wall. You could also search the nearby ruins and abandoned crypts. If boulders with arms and legs aren't magic, then I don't know what is.
El tronco sigue tapándolo.
Is Cecil your guardian?
Aye, ever since my parents passed on. They took me in, fed me, taught me a profession and how to live.
Una profesión.
How did your parents die?
During one of the massacres Demavend arranged for us. But I'd rather not talk.
Oh, pobrecillo.
Sure, sorry. What'll you do when the battle rolls around?
I'll be right out front fighting. Uncle Cecil's
Dice
allowed.
que soy adulto.
Says I'm an adult. I'm gonna kick some kid when he asks.
No fears.
Of what? My uncle believes I can do it. And Yarpin taught me how to swing an axe with follow through.
Puta
I'll smash a
enanas.
few heads. Then go to the tavern and drink till I drop.
Battles are unpredictable, and this'll be your first. You'll have to
Te van a
kill,
desbrigar.
wade through piles of bloody corpses, all the while watching you don't get cut down yourself. Sure you're ready for this?
To tell the truth, I'm shitting myself a bit. Straw dummies. That's all I've swung at so far. When I think on what's going to happen here. But, all for one and one for all, right? Just don't tell my uncle, please. He's thrashed
Ya me
me
has
a few
zurrado.
times already for talk like that.
Joder.
I won't say a word.
Vamos a echar un pulso.
Hey, Scalen, wanna arm wrestle?
I really like to wrestle, but,
No buts. You either wanna wrestle or not.
do you know there's no one to match me in Vergen?
It's not the contest of the century, I just want to test you.
Steady on! I've got conditions.
Ya lo he ganado. los
First,
dos.
you have to beat Yarpin and Sheldon.
Show me what you're made of.
Alright. Wanna take me on?
Correcto.
Show me what you're made of.
Buen mesa de piedra. Ay, 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 el ratón que se vuelve loco.
I believe I'd split a rock with my dick sooner
Una
than
roca con
I'd
la
beat you
minga.
arm wrestling.
I guess that makes me the new champion of Vergen.
No shame in losing to the White Wolf. Though there's one who could still be a match for you.
A ver quién.
Who?
The mighty Numa.
Numa el poderoso.
I wrestled him in Kovir. Couldn't move my arm for the next week. They say he don't play fair. But that's
Bueno,
just
ya este
loser
tío hasta el acto 3 no lo
You
vamos
ever
a ver.
wrestle him? Give him my regards.
I will. You play dice?
Do I? I not only play, I win. And my winnings include a nice collection of mementos. See, history. That's what I find fascinating. You might even call me an aficionado.
Aficionado.
Rich and varied?
Well, for example, some items left by the Dun banner. A wool coat I'm really proud of. Absolutely unique, it is.
Not sure I have anything to offer that would interest you.
Not to worry. I'll always take coin if you lose.
Vale. Pues vamos. Hola, estoy súper pobre. ¡Qué mierda! Él tiene una pareja también. Un trío, bueno. Has ganado bien.
Damn it! You win!
Scalen, my prize.
The sword of the warrior princess Zenthia.
Ciencia.
Good enough.
I'd say so.
It's yours. If you'd like to roll again, I'm always willing.
Bueno, por ahora no. A ver. J. Vida bajo tierra, puede ser. Un saco de pluma. Qué grande, ¿eh? Habla con Cecil Burdon. ¿Dónde coño está Cecil? ¿Dónde estás, Cecil?
Oh, a witcher.
Oh, a witcher. Vale, en esa casa parece que está.
not a human.
Por fin vamos a poder hablar con él. Tanto tiempo, Cecil. Tanto tiempo. Oh, Dios.
How long have you been alderman?
My predecessor was killed 3 years ago. I was one of his advisors. I knew my way round this circus. So, I volunteered to manage
Ni
things.
buenos días ni
No
nada,
one
le
opposed
digo.
me.
Bueno,
Mostly I deal with trade and taxes, and I organise assorted matters. In the end, everyone listens to Saskia exclusively, me included.
Think you might have gone a bit too far with Stennis?
Mummy spent too much time pampering him, so he thought he could do anything he pleased. He got what he deserved.
se lo tenía merecido.
Maybe it'll all blow over, or maybe there'll be another war. History's like a coin that falls out of your pocket. You never know where it's gonna roll.
How are things?
Everyone awaits the battle. Some pray, others drink. Zoltan and Yarpan are chasing peasants around the square. They need a bit of drilling. Yorvith's warriors are trying to be inconspicuous, and so they should. I'd feel better if they crawled up the devil's arse and disappeared. but Saskia thinks we don't stand a chance without them.
I need to know where Reverend Olkin used to live.
Simple. Let me show you on the map.
Vale.
It's about right here.
I need to get inside the harpy lair.
No chance.
I know all about the harpies. They steal dreams, collect them. I found one, but it proved too weak for our purposes.
Se lo pide
I need a
amablemente.
stronger one.
Abre la maldita
So I'm asking
puerta.
you nicely. Open the damn gate.
Listen, Witcher. I want Saskia to recover, I do. But don't ask me to turn this town into a circus just before we battle Henselt. My grandfather locked that gate for a good reason. Imagine if we could all go in there to look at those dreams. Dwarves, peasants, their scoia'tael, Adernian nobles even. All seeing the desires of others.
No se pueden destruir.
It would be the end of Vergen. What's more, legend has it the oldest stolen dreams can become reality. And I don't want nightmares stalking Vergen's back alleyways come nightfall.
Open it. I'll make it quick.
Stop pissing me off. You're acting like a drunk suitor. No means no.
You know, don't know if I should mention this, but the dream I found belongs to you.
What are you
Toma
talking
chantaje.
about?
It's an embarrassing affliction, I imagine. Hell, even something of a political liability in your case. Some might even call you a freak. You're the alderman. An ages-old tradition is vested in you. On top of that, you now lead the preparations for
Toma
Vergen's
chantaje,
defense.
chantaje,
You wouldn't
chantaje.
dare.
Imagine your ancestors carved in stone. Condemnation, not pride on their bearded faces. Who knows? Maybe you'd keep your
Toma
office. The talk
chantajisísimo.
of the town for ages. And your nephew? Poor kid.
I'll open the gate. I promised Scalen's mother I'd be sober as a judge to the end of my days, and I aim to keep my word. I don't give a damn about
Chantajeo
ages-old traditions
máximo.
and piss on loose talk. But you're right. I cannot compromise Vergen's morale. You must bury this thing. The secret dies with you, never to be spoken aloud. Understand?
Sí, amigo.
I do. Thanks, Cecil. And good luck staying sober.
Hasta tengo más preguntas.
We killed most of the necrophages.
Most.
The passage to the lower level collapsed. They won't get out. In time, they'll die off and you can restart work.
Thank you, Witcher. The whole of Vergen thanks you. Here's your coin. Shive, Skaggs, and Zigrim will get the same.
Sí, yo no los he mencionado. ¿Cómo que mata a la reina? ¿Qué reina?
Cecil, do you know anyone who fought in the war 3 years ago?
I did.
What?
Did you fight here at Vergen?
Course.
Philippa claims you know a bit about the battle.
That old kook Henselt, called king by some, thought that Adernians were bumpkins who'd shit bricks as soon as his troops crossed the river.
Why did he attack Edirn?
According to Henselt, Upper Edirn is the ancient legacy of the Kedwenny crown and must be returned to the mother country. Brazen farter.
That brazen farter had a point. If you read some history, you'll know that 300 years ago this land belonged to Kedwen.
Load of crab. 700 years ago the elves reigned here, and 1,000,000 years ago these lands were the domain of the worms. If things worked that way, every king could invade a neighbouring land and claim his right to do so because an ancestor took a dump there.
All right. Hensel wanted to conquer Upper Edirn. What then?
He rolled in, got hammered, and rolled out.
Le dieron candela.
Cecil, that doesn't help me much.
It wasn't a battle. It was a slaughter. If I try speaking of it, I'll see it all again. I don't want.
The ghosts of the fallen fight in the mist. They turn into horrible creatures called Draugrs. Edirnians, Kedwenny, men, elves, and dwarves too.
Bloody hell. No peace even after death.
I want to help them, but I need to know more about the battle.
Very well. Listen.
Presta
A
atención.
beautiful day that grew hot later. Very hot. When Van de Grift attacked in the afternoon, he sent a dun banner at the fore. Many of our lads shit themselves at the mere sight of their standard. But we had a surprise of our own. Under the cover of night, we prepared fire pits. Our archers lit them up at the right moment. I still can't believe we managed to fool their scouts. If it wasn't for that ambush, we wouldn't be speaking
Que
today.
triunfasteis
They likely wouldn't be in Upper
estratégicamente.
Edom at all. We decimated the Dunbanner, but that was only the beginning. Seltkirk was our commander. Everywhere he appeared, the Kidwennies gave ground. He wreaked havoc among them. Hearts rose at the mere sight of his armour. Then Vandegrift himself entered the fray. Seltkirk met him in the middle of the field. In the end, Vandegrift killed Seltkirk. A terrible death that sent the Adernian ranks into disarray.
Joder.
I thought it was the end of us. Then the sky fell, as if the stars themselves had decided to avenge the death of a great knight. Fire covered the battlefield. Nobody sought the enemy. They were all looking for somewhere to flee. Yes, there were no more friends and enemies, only the living and the dead. They say it was the doing of a Kidwenny sorceress who wanted revenge on Vandegrift. Could be true, as Henselt had her executed right after the battle.
You saw the Kidwennies cross the river?
From afar, I saw Vandegrift leading 4,000 heavily armed men. Many a heart sank when we saw the elite bearheads or the armoured banners from Ardcarrig. The Dunbanner was in the middle, veterans of Brenna. As soon as he set foot on Adernian land, Vandegrift climbed a hill and surveyed the area, as if it was his fief. Son of a bitch was as sure of himself as ever. Upon spying him, I remember the dwarves all dropped their trousers and showed him their asses. Then Seltkirk stepped out in front of us. His white armour shone in the sun. We were afraid a Kidwenny arbalist would shoot him, but they too stood as if frozen, and Seltkirk just looked at them and bowed ever so slightly.
Honorable. Honorable.
Remember anything from before the battle?
As if it was yesterday. Henselt's troops crossed the Pontar the third day after the autumn equinox. Edon had good spies, so we were ready for them, and Seltkirk lined up our troops along the hills. Our hearts rose at the sight of the banners of Vengerberg, Aldersberg and Gullet fluttering in the wind. Knights and armoured infantry side by side in our ranks. Even the peasants had their regiments. The dwarves were on the left flank. Over 5,000 strong we were. Nobody caring about race or background, like never before. Only King Demavend was missing, but he must have had more important business than defending his country.
You captured the Dunbanner standard?
Henselt's choice troops, and not a one survived. The visitor sent them to their deaths, refused to give them reinforcements. He was a monster in human form. The men of the Dun were real swaggerers. Killed a lot of our lads, but for every Dunner, there were 7 Adernians. They had no chance. Aye, we captured their standard. We buried what was left of them in the crypts beyond Vergen. Their standard lies with them.
Sí, respeto. He ido yo al cementerio y les he robado. Bien.
I'm going to need that standard.
Si ya la tengo.
Did you see the duel between Seltkirk and
Ya la
Vandegrift?
tengo, joder.
I stood half a furlong from them. Never seen a fight like it. Probably never will again. They'd already met once at a jousting tournament in Ardcarrig. Seltkirk won there. He beat on the visitor so hard he broke his sword. Seltkirk was a true knight, the last of his breed. Vandegrift was so pissed off after that tournament he hanged the smith who made his sword and ordered a special one from a sorcerer. I bet he cut down Seltkirk with that new sword.
Vandegrift is dead. What happened to his sword?
Saskia's got it. Good thing too. Only her hand can tame the hatred enchanted in that sword. After the battle, when the flames abated, the scavengers came. They stole everything. Imagine, not a single keepsake or Seltkirk in the whole of Edon. His brother babbled something about a gauntlet, but he's a lying dog.
Thanks, Cecil, that was helpful. I think I know what I need to lift the curse now.
Madame Eilhard claims you need 4 symbols. The standard symbolizes death. Vandegrift's sword stands for hatred. What about the other 2?
I have a feeling Philippa has a handle on the rest.
Here's hoping you're right.
Pues muy bien. A ver, vamos a ver. Registra las estancias de Oldcam. Bueno, sospechoso. Mata a reina de las arpias en su guarida. Vale, pues eso, sospechoso tórax. Vamos a hacer ahora. Ahí va. Pero será en el, en el siguiente vídeo. Hasta ahora, hey, hey.